Good evening, my friends. Today I'm going to share from Hebrews 11. And I just was thinking about this passage because it's intense, you know. And in this world, it's not always fine and dandy. Um, we face difficulties. And it's interesting because in the before this passage I'm going to read, it's talking about, he first mentions like all the great and powerful stories that happen where like dead people are raised alive and different things. And then he follows it with this part at 11:36, and he says, "And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yes, moreover even bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn in half, they were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, and tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth." And, I just think it's important to see that there's this side. You know what I mean? You Jesus, he was despised and afflicted of men, a man of sorrows, familiar with suffering. And even though, he had in his ministry, many miracles, just like this portion that I didn't read, many miracles, many awesome things, great testimonies, encouraging things, saw impossible things happen. But then he still had to be crucified. He still was rejected by this world. He still never belonged here, you know. And that's something that we need to take hold of today, and just remember that, even if God was to answer every single uh, prayer and all of our desires in this place, we still would be rejected, right? Even if everything went according to plan, and you all your heart's desires were granted, you still wouldn't belong here. This still isn't our home. So we need to remember that this is our encouragement today. These people, everyone has endured um, mockings, scourgings, bonds, imprisonment, stoned, sawn asunder, tempted, wandering around, destitute, afflicted, tormented, wandered in deserts, mountains, dens, caves of the earth, but of whom the world was not worthy. I love that. The world is not worthy of even, doesn't have any hold on us who are afflicted for the sake of the Lord, who are just afflicted because we try to do what's right and maintain um, righteousness and holiness and what's important, being filled with the Spirit. And if we're under attack by the enemy, it's just because it's the Lord's light upon us. Arise, shine, let your light shine, and our light is shining in a dark place, and it makes us a target. So be encouraged today that this is just part of this life. Amen.